Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Hope you guys been enjoying the content on the channel as of late. And yeah, we're shooting 2 videos back to back. Cause fuck it, like why not? I got my thoughts ready, so let's just go. And we also have still a little bit of a drive to go to John Wick, so this one I'm also gonna be brief on because I'm of two minds of this topic, and that is the whole discussion about race swapping. This was brought up a little bit recently because of the Last of Us show, which I didn't see. I saw aspects of it throughout. It looked fair. It looked like it progressed. It didn't like just, it didn't like just kind of sit in like pointless. Like when I first saw the show, like some of the stuff that happened in the first episode, I just felt like kind of like this, so. But there's some stuff that kind of won me over. Like I think, what's her name, Bella Ramsey. I think she's a decent Ellie. Not really sold on the whole Joel thing, but actually about Joel, that's actually where this conversation can start. I guess Mahershala Ali was going to play Joel at some point, and I guess they changed it to Pedro. Now there was the whole conversation about race swapping or gender swapping. It kind of came back into the picture because people were like, oh, they just wanted to make Joel black, and they just wanted to do this and that. And then there were also conversations about changing up character dynamics and personalities, because also in the Last of Us show as well, they also had a lot of LGBTQ representation, apparently, my thing about all that, like race swapping and gender swapping, I'm of two minds of it, because obviously there's the part of me that goes, well, okay, I mean, again, that's Hollywood being Hollywood, where it's like political correctness, it's like we just gotta, make sure we please our audience, we don't want to trigger anybody on Twitter, basically. We don't want to have any haters pop up, or any misogynists or whatever that they like to throw at us. We don't want to see all that, when it's motivated in that way, when there are political undertones with casting decisions like that, like The Little Mermaid, for example, you know what I mean? I don't have a huge problem with the actress. I mean, I don't think she's pretty. I'll just be real with you. I don't think she's pretty. But that's an example of where is the necessity to change that? You know what I'm saying? Because I know what they're gonna bring up in the film. I know it. When she gets out of the water and she starts hanging out with the white guy, they're gonna bring up some slave stuff. You know what I'm saying? They're. I'm not trying to be presumptuous or whatever like that. But it's just I could sense that coming in, because Disney is just all about that kind of nonsense. They like to dabble in those kinds of politics, and they just like to bring up certain things. It's just don't see why we need to bring it up, but it's you know what I'm saying? So I feel like stuff like that, it's I'm not with it. I don't like when people are casted based on skin color, and they have these there's these political undertones and racially motivated stuff. It's you know what I mean? So not really for that sort of thing. But on the other side of things, if you just get casted because you're actually really fucking good, you know what I mean? You're the whole Mahershala Ali thing. I know he wouldn't have been casted because he's black, you know what I mean? I think he'd have been casted because he's actually a pretty good performer. I mean, have you seen him in Moonlight? Have you seen him in Green Book? Dude's a good actor. I mean, he's a good actor. So, you know what I mean? So, and I get it, it's all subjective, but objectively speaking, he's a very good performer. So that's for me what it boils down to, is that what is the intention of casting that person? Is it because they're a good fit for the role? Again, another fucking idiot on the road. What is What is with people today? So many fucking idiots. Another one. Oh my god. God damn. Fucking idiots. Anyways, Jesus Christ. Double dosage of idiots. I know, right? But yeah, so it lies in the intention, right? What the Okay, I think we're good now. Okay. Yeah, so let's start now. So, oh yeah. Okay, we're good. Sorry. It's been a pretty crazy day because like we had police officers near our place, and I guess there was like some crime thing that happened, and now I'm seeing more fire trucks around here and other things here and there. So yeah. But anyways, back to the video. Like it all depends on the intent, bro. I mean, if it's based on skin color, then yeah, that I don't mess with that. I think that's the bad optics, you know. But if it's because they're a really good performer, then it's like, you know what I mean. And it does happen where people do get casted because of their skin color, you know. Not strictly because of their skin color, but it's like there is a political motivation there when certain people get casted, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say that what's her name? Bailey, whatever the hell her name is. I'm not trying to say that that's strictly why she was casted in The Little Mermaid, but it just feels like there's more at play, you know what I mean? It just feels like it, just based on the attitude of the film and based on what I presume will happen in said film. And you know, it's just like, because I could sense what the messaging of that film is going to be, and I'm just like, ugh, you know, like why do we have to do that? But if it is based on the talent, I really have no issue with it. So, you know, if it's based on talent, that's fine. Like, I don't really, and also, like, if the character, like to be real with you dudes, like, some of the stuff that y'all complain about, like these comic book characters and stuff like that, because that's usually where this shit stems from, is like superheroes. I mean, I really don't have an issue with like a black Superman. Again, if that person who's being casted is because they're a damn good actor. Now, I do have an issue when you're just making a black Superman movie just to create a black Superman. You get what I'm saying? I think that's a fucking issue. I don't want to be seeing people casted, you know, because, oh, we want to cast a black dude as Superman. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, you know, if you're gonna, like, there has to be a fundamental reason as to why you want to, you know, like, do you want to portray a different culture or a different angle? Like, what's the purpose of changing the skin color? You know what I'm saying? There has to be a reason. You can't just do it just because you want to try to be, you know, bringing up certain politics or whatever, or saying like the bullshit about how minorities can be superheroes too or whatever this and that. It's just like, I don't like that. To me is just, again, that's just feeding into Hollywood's agendas and just, you know, just appeasing mass audiences with these kinds of bullshit, with this kind of bullshit. It's like, you know, like I personally don't give a shit about those kinds of things. You know, I don't, and for me, I just see it as an unnecessary move. You know, when, you know, in art and such shit like this. You know, so it's like you know what I'm trying to say. Where I'm like, I don't have an issue with the character changes as long as they're actual, like, meaningful changes. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing when it comes to performers. You know, if different people come in, I would hope that it's for a reason, a good reason, and not for a racial or political idea. It's just, it doesn't, there's no room for that. You know, we don't want, it doesn't feel earnest. It just feels like, you know, like you're wanting to preach something. It's just like, no one wants to be around for that shit. not in for that sort of thing, you know. So, or at least I'm not in for that sort of thing. So, but that's my thoughts on that, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts on the whole race swapping and gender swapping thing. Like the most famous example, real quick, I mean, is like the Ghostbuster situation, right? When they decided to make the female Ghostbusters. Yeah, that shit was like, yeah, that was definitely like a political thing, and definitely trying to make a statement, you know, about, you know, about building up a franchise or so. It's like, you know, like, oh, women can be, you know, see, women can be in the front too. It's just like, you know, I mean, stuff like that. It's like, I don't see why we need this sort of stuff, you know what I mean, in our stories, you know, or in this. I don't see why you need to bring this shit up in that kind of capacity, you know. So, but yeah, that's my thoughts, guys. Sorry if I sound a little out of it. It's just, you know, I just shot 2 back to back and some nonsense going on with cars and drivers and shit. Be safe on the roads, dude. I mean, seriously, there's some idiots out here. You just saw on camera just about 3 of them, basically. But that's gonna be it, guys. I am pulling up to the theater now, so hopefully my points were made clear. I'm not misogynist. I'm not all this shit. Like, you know, I know some of y'all is gonna like probably say some shit, but I'm not. I'm just saying that if you're gonna change shit up, have it be for a meaningful reason. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it just because, oh, you know, we want to be bringing up like certain politics or certain kinds of like discussions that are worthless. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think about Denzel Washington. There's like a great quote that he used. It shouldn't be about the color. It should be about the culture. So if that's your motivation, I'm with it. But if it's strictly about their color, or if that is within your decisions, you know, because there's of a certain skin color, no, I don't fuck with that. But that's my thoughts on that, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go check out John Wick now. We'll see how this goes. 3 hours. Hopefully it's good. But thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye. And stay safe out there. There's some dumbass drivers out there.